guys, how are you all feeling on this Friday? We have got some good topics today.
We have one that is very close to my heart.
Yep.
It probably will be yours soon when you've had this baby.
Oh, I know. Right, so Paisley, what's the topic of the day?
Career, kids, I could add in partner, and nothing left for me. So career, kids, and nothing left for me.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about burnout today, which is the whole reason behind our podcast. So yeah, let's get going.
I feel like we're sitting really close together.
I'm really
today.
close to you. I'm like rubbing shoulders.
I feel like I'm cuddling and I can smell my perfume on you as well.
Used all your makeup and perfume. It's like, I feel when I'm coming here, I'm going to TV studios. It's like everything here for me. I'm like, I don't need to go home and do my makeup. But you need a concealer brush. Where I used to be a makeup artist, I struggle with your brushes.
I know, you hate all my brushes. This is sister love anyway. Yeah, so it's about, like, who are we now?
Yes. And
now we're parents. We have our careers. But who are we?
It's like a big identity crisis, isn't it? So I feel like who I am now is completely changing because my children are now going into the school era. We're getting going on all our little projects that we've got going. But who was I when I had children? I felt so lost. And I love my children to pieces, but I always felt like career Paisley or, entrepreneurial Paisley, I lost a part of me and I had to accept that everything slows down and just really embrace those years. And I thought, I'm going to give myself this time that I'm never going to get back again, and then I'll come back again.
Yeah, and you are now.
Naturally come back. Because when I get bored, but I just physically and mentally couldn't have done it when the kids were so young.
No, and I think it's really hard. And also you need to take that time with your children. You need to, like, from 1 to 5 is the biggest years. And there was a study on it where they learn the most.
Yeah.
And it's their biggest, like, and when you think of it, when the babies, like, they grow up, the time goes so fast and they develop so fast, and you kind of just don't want to miss any of them at that point.
I just brought up a subject. When you see on Instagram, I don't know, I think there's a lot of pressure on women as well to be perfect. But when they go, they've only got like 10 summers until they don't spend time with you anymore, or 20 summers and then they're grown adults. There's all this pressure to spend every moment doing something like it's your last. That's great, but equally I do think there needs to be some times when they're just bored at home, learning to play, using their imagination, and just being.
Yeah, just being. I think it is. And for us to just be as well.
Because I look at them and I think, oh my God, I haven't done this, I haven't done it. You don't have to jump.
And also, when I will look at Instagram sometimes and you see just these like reels, things where people take them travelling, they'll take them to this pool park, another pool park, or, the park. Oh my gosh, it would literally exhaust me. And I am exhausted over summer, but there was so many days that obviously we went to a caravan for a week and stuff, but there was so many days where we did just have in, and I just, honestly, I think also being pregnant, I just wanted to lay in.
We grew up just being left and creating our own fun at the caravan. We used to go down to the caravan a lot, or just in the garden playing with our cousins. And I don't remember going out all the time, like to theme parks. I love being at the beach. We lived a lot of our time at the beach, and that's got really fond memories. But when we were listening to our podcast in the car, I was like, let's listen to it. We haven't listened to it. And I was sitting in the back of your car, and my son just didn't stop talking to me for the whole journey home. He was like, Mummy, do you know why the moon's this colour? No, why is it sunny? And I was trying to be a really present mum, but I just really wanted to listen to the podcast, and I couldn't tell you what was said. And I was like,
did you listen to that, Paisley? And she was like, I can't even hear.
And I had your big Moses basket on me that you picked up. I was rattling from Seven Oaks to your house, and then they were like laughing and screaming in the back, and you and Mum were in the front, like just loving life, just chilling, listening to the podcast. All this commotion in the back. I got out exhausted.
On the back seat, if you get put on the back seat with kids, like, it's not a relaxing journey, is it?
Yeah, you're lucky I didn't feel car sick on that day. But that's what I mean. It's just, trying to juggle a business as well, which is emotionally demanding. And they say 70% of women take on the mental workload.
No, we genuinely do. I've even got to pick Iona's school dinners for the next term.
Who's on the WhatsApp groups?
Even that, I was me.
Yeah.
Like, but like, I don't think they understand. Like,
who books holidays?
Me.
Yeah,
it's like a lot. It's the planning side.
It's a PA to your family on top of your job.
And do you know what my husband says? He goes, "Oh, she's really good at planning." But so I carry on doing. But I am trying to take a little step back from some stuff.
Yeah, but then it doesn't get done.
I know properly. It doesn't get done. And holidays, I can never get him to book. I have to do the holiday things. I have to be in control in that aspect. Yeah. I like to be in control. Same, so do I.
I mean, we all did. Prime example, I was like, all our suitcases are broke because I've been travelling so much. And
this is so funny.
Even last minute. So I'm sitting there, I said, I really need to get a suitcase. Like, we picked some up from the shops and then we thought we'd get some more. And he's like, oh, I've seen this really good deal on Amazon. You get 3 for £70 and we've just paid £70 for one. I was like, well, order some then. I can start packing. I'll use the new ones and the kids and you can use. Anyway, he's like, oh, the suitcase should come tomorrow. This was over the holidays. Bearing in mind we were going away at the weekend. And it turned up at the door and he was like, this can't be right. I was like, right. He goes, well, there should be 3 other parcels. I was like, okay, well, they'll probably be here in a minute. I said, have you definitely ordered them? Yeah, I've definitely ordered them. And like my faith in that was like 50%. So I was like, do you want to open it? I said, they could be inside it. So he opens it up and lo and behold, there's just one suitcase. And it's a tiny suitcase for like £80 off Amazon. And I was like, I don't believe, this is my faith in you, I don't believe you've ordered 3. Yes, I have. There's a picture of 3. I bet this is where Amazon gets all the men out there, majority of men. So I went onto our Amazon account, I had a look, and I said, did you read it though? No. And I was like, I said, there's a picture of 3 suitcases, but it said, that is the price for 1, but if you want to upgrade to 3, the offer was £130. So you didn't upgrade, did you? No. So you've just paid £70 for like the most basic suitcase. I was like, should I send it back? No, I can't be bothered. This is another thing. I said, no, I'm sending it back because I want a decent suitcase and we've just paid over the odds for it. So who printed the returns label out, put it outside in the porch for it to be collected? That's another job I added to my list that week.
I included all the packing, and I remember you were like packing for weeks. Like just them little things. Like when we go on holiday, we like to get our nails done or get our hair done, and it is so hard to fit that in, isn't it? Because like when you're packing, we don't just pack for ourselves; we pack for the kids as well. And when the
children are running around when you're packing, it's not easy.
It's really hard. Yeah, and Iona says to me, oh, I don't want that. I'm like, I have to do it when she's not there.
It's really hard.
But then when we go away, she's like, you didn't pack.
Sadie starts taking stuff out of her suitcase when I've packed it because she thinks she's put it in another bag. And so we go away and I'm like, where's all that stuff? Oh, I've put it in another bag, mummy. I'm like, are you joking me? And so I said to them, do not touch the suitcases to add toys in as well. Because obviously where all our cars have been stolen and written off and whatever else, we've had to buy just a basic car to get us to the port. This car.
Should we tell our listeners what happened to your car like the other week?
I'm going to get some, some protection for inside the car.
I think you need everything. Someone went into it the other week.
I didn't see you. That's like, I don't know how you can see me. But I just feel burnt out dealing with the car situation. So this topic for me is ideal.
It's like everything all in one, isn't it? But the main thing is like, how do we find ourselves again? And I think that is like the main thing of like finding yourself when you can feel lost among all of that stuff. Like when you've got so much to sort out and the kids, you're like, where am I in this? That's when
I do think it's important to go away. If anyone actually does mentally switch off on holiday, I mean, just to be nice to not look at an email and have to respond straight away, or think about, I mean, the end of term's crazy, isn't it? The amount of stuff you have to do.
Oh my God, like that's why I've lost my voice now, I think, because I'm just like so, like, you know, after the whole summer holidays, I know, very soon, but after that whole summer holidays, I feel like my body's just needed to relax.
Did you I did say no to people as well. I had to turn down play dates, which I hate doing.
Oh yeah, no, I've had to do that.
Yeah, it needed some grounding time. I think you need some sleep time before the baby comes.
Oh my god, Tony, I just did a massive yawn. Like, I swear, like, since we've been doing the podcast.
All I do is I hear you crunching on ice and yawning in my face.
Since doing these podcasts over the last 2 months, all I've done is crunch ice and yawn on every podcast. Like, I'm functioning, but my body is so tired.
I actually feel for you, because it's like the calm before the storm, and I think you're burnt out pregnancy.
And we had this podcast the other week, didn't we? Like, burnt out through pregnancy.
I know we're going to get a backlash of men on this
different.
as well.
I'm so different with this pregnancy than my first, because I was so chilled. But with this one, I've just not stopped.
And also, you can't. It's not like your first pregnancy, but sometimes you can just be on your couch a bit. You're just showering.
My first pregnancy, it was COVID, so the business was shut down, like everything. So, like, and also, like, now, like, September is the craziest time, so I'm trying to protect my energy.
Trials at the dance school.
Yeah, it's very busy within schools and everything. Yeah, going back to that, the career side, I actually felt that I lost everything in COVID, and so it's like the perfect example, really. I had a child, always wanted a child. But in my head, I like set everything up. I was like, right, I've got a business. I'm self-employed. I can let it run whilst having the child. It didn't work that way. And I think we have these dreams and assumptions of what our life's going to be and the perfect life with a child. And you think you have this goal of what you want. And it's like when you plan stuff, the biggest advice I would say, and this is why I've not planned my birth properly, because I'm going with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. Like, so I've got all 3 alternatives. I can do hospital, home birth, or birthing pools. I've explored all 3 options, and the midwife said, like, on the day you just do what you feel is right, which I feel is good. Like, but yeah, like, I feel like we have this plan, which I genuinely did have before I had Ione. I had this plan. It's going to be perfect. My business can run.
Hypnotherapy book.
Yeah, I had hypnobirthing. Like,
how did that go on the day?
No, it didn't. Well, it started off well. It started off well, and then they were trying to send me home when I was literally like half an hour from giving birth, but I didn't obviously know that. But yeah, like, I planned all this stuff and I lost everything when I had her. I lost the business that I built up for like 6 years, had breakdowns, like even initiating the business and setting it up. So it was tough, because I was like, all that hard work I've put in over all that years, and I just watched it crumble through my fingers, and I just couldn't keep it sustained. And it's only this year that I've managed to build it to larger than what it was.
Like, what were we, 3 years out of COVID?
4, I think, isn't it? 4, yeah. But it's taken me it was quite a stressful time, because I was like, right, I'm either going to shut this down. But something inside me was like, don't do it. I think actually it was my family that was like, you've built, you'll regret it. So I rebranded the whole company and then just slowly grew through there. But I took the pressure off myself a little bit, because before that I had this pressure to do this and that. And I took the pressure off a little bit, and I just went, go with the flow. But now I've slowly built it all up again. But it's been hard graft, and it's been doing that on the side of having like a child.
This is what I mean. Like, sometimes you want to spend those newborn days or months with your children, but there is pressure for a woman as well to juggle work. And like, when I talk to my partner, he's like, I'm just going to pop out and get my hair done, or I'm just going to pop out. I'm just going to pop out to see my friends. And that word, I would just love to just be able to pop out. It has to be planned. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And just thinking about you talking about the business and like having a baby and stuff. And like, there's a quote here that we got from a study, and it says, Most Generation Z and millennial mums believe children negatively impact their careers. Now, that's a really strong statement.
A very strong statement. Yes and no.
Yeah.
But
because I don't think there's enough help for working mums.
No, that is 100%. There is not enough help for working mums.
Nursery fees are sky high. Like the funding, wow. Like if you're a single mum, especially,
the burnout is unreal. You are burnt out.
Yeah,
I if you have a career and a child, you are burnt out. No matter what anybody says, like you are burnt out in some kind of way, or you hit burnouts because the fight is unreal. Like you've got to keep going and going and going. There is no time
and I think
to relax.
I might be a bit controversial in saying this here, but like postnatal depression, because of as well your hormones. But that's why I think it's so important when you do have children, if you can have a tribe around you, whether it's friends, family, just help. You're not too proud to have help. And then I was speaking to your friend Rachel actually the other day, and she was like, when I go to, I said, what are you going to do in the summer holidays? And she was like, actually, there's a group of us where if one of us working, they're going to do play dates and help each other.
That's a really good idea, yeah.
So it's just taking that load off you to try and do everything. Because let's face it, a man does just go to work and come home and earn money.
Even though it's controversial, we're going to get told off saying that. But it is true. Like we're juggling everything, and that is such a good idea. Like having the tribe around you, like it's very hard on mums, and there is a lot of mums out there that don't have their tribe around them.
Yeah, and we've got a really good guy coming on. I don't know with the scheduling of this podcast if he's already been on, but he's from the Modern Man podcast, and he talks about how men can help women with burnout. So there are guys out there that do understand it, but just things like sometimes putting the children to bed. Like I would be putting the children to bed every night if I didn't say sometimes something. But because Sadie's still sort of feeding now and again, that's very hard. But Sunny will go up, but I go up and I fall asleep because I'm burnt out. So then your sex life goes down the pan, doesn't it?
I know. Well, on that note, what are the signs of burnout? What are the signs?
Apparently, according to these studies, so the signs to look out for are brain fog, which I have all the time, resentment, so that can be towards your partner, just feeling a bit aggy.
Even your kids sometimes.
Yeah, like I felt in the holidays I was getting a bit tetchy and I had to pull myself back because I was thinking this is the only time I'm going to get to spend with them. But my mental workload just went through the roof.
And it's your patience as well.
I mean, you're trying to juggle life as well.
Like your patience goes. Like I was trying to even do some work. I remember there was one morning and Diana was like, Mummy, I'm hungry. And I've been trying to, in the summer holidays, just do, I don't want to take my foot off the pedal, but just at least 2 hours in the morning. And in that time, yes, she'll play. And then it's like, we've got pictures up on the wall behind us where I do a bit of work. She's like, Mummy, who's in that picture?
It's trying to
Who's that?
Attention.
Who's that?
But
and then,
hard.
Mummy.
Hello.
Mummy! And then I was like, oh my God. I was like, the person in that picture is Paisley, all right? And then I'm trying to type. And she's like, but who's the one with the plaits? And I'm like, that one is Kat. And I'm like,
but this is what I say to when they go to work, they literally go to work and be able to focus. Because sometimes I go, why are you so stressed? And it's like, if you were trying to write a really important email to someone with all these interruptions in the background and read it back and then try and be professional, because a lot of work mums go into the toilets to write an email or miss work meetings because the nursery's called, and that adds to the stress level for me. I can cope with anything. It's just the added sensory things that come in.
There's just so much added.
But then in the 60s, or when the housewives were just at home, this is how the government's made it really hard. They just were able to focus on cooking for the day or cleaning or bringing up their kids. And obviously when their kids were older, some of them did jobs, which was great and whatever. But I don't think they were juggling as much as we were.
The pressure is on for mums to work.
And to also earn 50% of the bills.
Yeah, the pressure is on, and that's why the government has given this funding for children to go back to nursery earlier, because they want mums to work. And it is really unfair, I think, because you know, and number one, we do need that time with our children. It's a crucial part of their life.
Yeah, you're bringing the future children to this world, and that's why children as well get close to their
We
mums.
don't get any help as mothers. I just don't think we do. I think they expect us to work and do everything like that we can. Like, and this is why there is burnout. And actually going on to that celebrity, Louise Thompson, she was on a podcast that I was listening to a few weeks back, and she was crying. Like, she was like, I'm so burnt out. And you could be anyone. She said, I've had to put my businesses into liquidation, I've had to juggle the kids, I've not been well. But it doesn't matter how much money you have or what your status is, we all get burnout. We're human. Because there's a lot of pressure on us as humans, as mums.
I think a lot of juggling needs to burn out. And I mean, another side effect of that is zero libido. You know, where you're just so exhausted, you're just not interested in anything, or anxiety, lots of crying spells, being emotionally numb.
Yeah, and actually, do you know what? When I am actually really exhausted, the last thing I think about is doing anything. I just am like, no, I just don't want anyone to touch me.
I'll have a massage.
Yeah, we'd book a massage, like 100%. When you're exhausted or you're burnt out, the last thing you want to have is sex.
Another thing to think about for somebody else. Like, you enjoy it, but it's another thing to get yourself revved up for when you're exhausted. So, I'll have a massage all day long, get those senses going, relax.
And then what else is there? So, yes.
I've not had one of them.
Sal would never touch my feet, and I'll never touch his, and it just stays there.
My idea, most time burnt out, but before I went on holiday, massage, and I thought everybody else gets my time, my money, my kids get all my money. I'm going to do something for me.
I think it's the best thing, and you need to do it. And I think that's where we forget as mums to have that time. I just don't actually tell him. I'm like, I've just been out for the day, but really, I've been having a massage because
you've been doing.
I want
coffee and tinking all day.
I actually think that, but like, we deserve this massage, and I'm like, no, I'm going for this massage because I've done my bit today. But I think you do have to be selfish and do it. If your kids are at nursery, whatever, be selfish and book a massage for yourself.
Even a pedicure for that hour is amazing.
Yeah, a pedicure is really nice. The nails can be a bit frustrating sometimes because you're like, you're just in one place.
And then you smudge it.
And then you smudge it. But everything else, like, just try and do something for yourself. Do you know, even once a week if you can. I mean, I can't get it in once a week, but once a month I do try.
But it doesn't ever seem to happen. As soon as I get in the house, I get involved in the dishwasher or the washing machine, or stopping them fighting or bickering, or mummy, I'm bored, or I'm just sorting out colouring, or and that's why I think I really want a dog, because I've got that excuse to go out for a walk.
Yeah, it's true. When I did have a dog, like even on days when it was raining, I had to go out, and even like in the rain or that really rubbish weather, I felt much better. That is one thing that I've really missed. Like, I walk when I can, but when I've got my toddler in the summer holidays, I didn't walk much because she'll walk for a little bit and she'll be like, oh, mummy, and my legs are tired. And then they start moaning. Yeah. And then your whole walk's ruined. And that, like, this whole
you don't get to walk. The
whole walk of the meditation and me getting into the zone, it just doesn't happen. I did do it before the summer holiday.
Visualise when you've got kids around you. Yeah. The other day I was like trying to get in my meditation and visualisation zone, and I woke up and I thought I'm going to go downstairs for a coffee, and I did. And the only time I really get to do it is when they're at sleep at night and I'm in bed at night on my phone. I know it isn't a bad thing because I get quiet time, and then I start writing in my notes what I want. Then I change my screenshot with all my, new manifestations and stuff. But actually having time to sit for an hour and creating a mood board unless I'm at an event, it's not going to happen.
No.
Even reading a book, I've read 4 pages.
Even at our own event of the vision boards, I got to stick 3 pictures on. But then I did come home, and when she was at nursery, I spent like an hour and I focused on doing it, like printing out all the pictures.
We didn't even get to see our little ones do the dance exam, did we?
No.
We got pictures. Well, you got pictures. I got pictures. It's like the wedding. Sadie's not in any of the wedding pictures because she fell asleep.
No.
I was rushing doing everybody else, and I swear I took photos on my phone. We got home, there's none. So her first exam.
Oh, I know.
Don't have any pictures.
I mean, we've got. I know. It's so hard, isn't it? Because when you are juggling everything, like them little things, you're like, oh, it just. But then that moves us on to feeling that guilt as a mother, and that shame, because I think as a mother we do suffer a lot from guilt and shame, and I think that is as well through social media. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on mums to deliver and take your kids here, take your kids there, like we were just saying earlier. But I do think, like, I suffer a bit from mum guilt, because even like, I was saying in the summer holidays, I'll try and do like 2 hours of work in the morning. I'll be like, she'll be like asking, and by that time we've raided the snack cupboard. We've had a cheese string, we've had Rice Krispies, we've had fruit.
That's why it's good to get out in the afternoons.
Yeah. So I tried to dedicate my afternoons to that, but it was hard for me to do a full day of going out.
That's impossible. It's hard.
Yeah, because I just had to keep my foot on the pedal of like work and stuff. And it is hard when you've got a toddler. You can't give the time you need to.
Did Mum work when you were little?
Mum, she had students and stuff, didn't she?
I remember her working a lot when I was little, because I'd spend the weekends at Nan and Grandad's, and then Nanny would go, oh, Mummy's at work today, she'll be on the film sets or whatever.
Yeah.
I do remember her working a lot then, actually. And it didn't really bother me, because Nan and Grandad were like my second mum and dad, and I lived in the same house. But
Yeah, I don't think she did as much when she had like us.
Had you, yeah.
I think she, because she said she didn't take me on the film sets because I used to scream it down, and I was like, she said she was so embarrassed that she actually gave up her career.
Yeah,
she did,
that's
because
a big thing
that was a big thing, because she did lots of like acting on film sets, and when she had me, I destroyed it all. Apparently, she couldn't take me on the sets with her, whereas with you, she used to take you on the sets, and she used to do mother and baby stuff, and she said you would be on the pram and you'd be good as gold.
She had friends. We used to meet up, and it was so exciting. I mean, back then we used to take days off school, and we used to like go up to. Do you ever remember they used to have these big vans, and you got your lunches, everything was covered for. Then you go to the costume, go get your makeup done, then you get your costume done, and she had all her friends there talking to. I used to love it.
I mean, it was exciting. It was really exciting. I mean, I had that part a bit later on in my career.
Yeah.
But mum, she used to say, they used to go 3, 2, 1, action, and then all you'd hear was, and then I'd be like screaming, crying, and she'd be like, oh my God.
Oh,
she was I can't do this anymore. So she did give up her career for children.
And she said to you, she always said to me, Paige, go and live your life, travel the world, do everything you want to do, and have children later on, because your world does stop when a little bit. You can, but when you have children, everything changes. And I never understood that until
it does change.
You can't just go and do all the things you wanted to do so easily unless you've got help behind you. I mean, Mum travelled a lot, didn't she? Was on Ozzy Osbourne's private jet.
Yeah, and God bless Ozzy Osbourne. We lost him this summer, didn't we?
She performed at his concert in Palermo. Is that Italy?
Italy, yeah. She did it with Black Sabbath when he was in Black Sabbath.
She was a Playboy bunny.
Yeah, she did loads. She did a lot before she had children. So, like, hats off to her. But then she did sacrifice everything in another way when she had her, like, us.
Yeah.
Because you were the angel and I was the devil child.
Yeah.
I think as you just get older, she is a mini me, and I only just like you.
I didn't tell you, did you? She stuck some stones up her nose.
Exactly like me.
Shower? It was one of the days he had them.
I did this. So I did that when I went, and I had to go to hospital because I used to keep it. And then the last time I did it was when we had to go to hospital and they had to put big tweezers up there. And then they had to pull it out. And oh my God, after that, I actually remember these big tweezers, like they pulled out, and after that I didn't do it.
Well, Emma said, why did you put that? She goes, I was just smelling it, Daddy, when it went up. I can just imagine him panicking.
He's like the biggest panicker. We must have been. That's so funny. Anyway, we'll leave you with that story of the pebbles up the nose. And now you know, like, why I've got big nostrils, because I used to put pebbles up my nose. Your daughter loves to sniff them. I don't. But yeah, love it. Well, anyway, we're all burnt out here. We're all burnt out mummas. We love you loads, but please take care of yourself. She's on her coffees, and I'm about to have the baby
any moment,
any day. Have a good day, guys, and enjoy your weekend. If you're loving the show, don't forget to download our latest episodes. It helps us a ton by boosting the show and making sure more people find us.
Plus, you can listen anytime, anywhere, even offline.
And while you're at it, make sure to follow us on Spotify so you never miss a new drop.
Want even more behind-the-scenes content? Follow us on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok at Burnt Out Mummas, one word, for exclusive clips, updates and fun extras.
Hit that follow button, send us a message, and let's keep the Burnt Out Mummas community going.